And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Lost Podcast of Titan, a father and son journey through the sci-fi series that unite our generations, where we will shit together and just comment on it, go on tangents. We're on your couch, making a snack joke. What's a good snack joke we can make today?
What's a good snack joke?
You're out of Tranya. You're out of
I'm
Tranya.
out of. Oh my god, we're out of Tranya. Someone's got to go make a Tranya run.
Or can I get a Ractagino because that's so hip and cool? Oh wait, you know what? If I was Starbucks and if Star Trek was actually making good TV right now, I would actually make a Ractagino blend. Something really caffeinated, and of course it has to be sugary sweet so that it appeals to everybody.
I don't see a
Uh,
Klingon drink being overly surely sweet. I'm trying to think.
oh,
Apparently, a
oh
lot of people
please.
like Ractaginos because, but I thought I would have been under the impression, considering Klingon food, I would have thought that Klingon drinks would have more of a bite to them or a harshness to them.
Well, yeah, but I like Starbucks usually has to do drinks like the unicorn farts because
They
it
actually
has to
have
be a.
they actually have a drink called unicorn farts.
No, it's hold on. Starbucks unicorn drink. Hold on.
And while you're searching, I should point out to
Oh,
our audience that I am not a Starbucks aficionado.
yeah, it's the unicorn frappuccino, which changes flavors as you drink it, apparently.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I haven't tried it. But
Someone can write us in at lostpodcastoftitan at
at Gmail.
gmail.com and tell us how it is.
Or you know what? Give us other food product placements for Star Trek.
How about a Lost Podcast of Titan flavor for Ben and Jerry?
Ooh, what would our flavor be?
That's a good question. I'd have
Two
either
nuts,
two nut, yeah,
just two.
walnuts and almonds.
Uh,
Walnuts,
okay,
yeah, okay.
okay, or
With
maybe hazelnut,
oh, okay, I like that.
almond and hazelnut, maybe.
With caramel.
Okay, I can dig that, and maybe some chocolate shavings, not like overboard on chocolate. Chocolate shavings. Uh, the only question is French vanilla or some other flavor.
Uh, uh,
Oh wait, what are we talking about? Ractagino flavor, of course.
oh,
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our Star Trek Odyssey, and we are going to be watching an episode whose premise alone put me to sleep. Star Trek, the original series episode, The Alternative Factor.
yeah, this will
Hold
be
on,
this will be an uphill battle, friends.
yes. Kirk meets Lazarus, who claims he's chasing his parallel self through space and time. If Kirk doesn't help him, the entire multiverse is at risk. This is this is gripping stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it seems like the entire multiverse is at risk now, so I guess Lazarus is still chasing him.
Apparently. So go ahead and pull up your favorite physical media or streaming service. Put us on pause while you get that set up and at the 00 mark, and just come back to us when you're ready. Welcome back. We'll go ahead and get this show started in 3, 2, 1, play. Open fire. Episode's over.
You have to be the most
Oh,
economical television episode planner I've ever met. But yeah, who's the cutie?
I know. And why is a command officer giving a yeoman report?
Oh well, that'll change very soon.
Holy shit, no Sulu. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
And the other guy isn't so lanky.
it's kind of chunky looking. Oh, well, hello.
Oof.
Nice picture of the Trifid Nebula there.
Is
And
that
another
actually
nice
the picture
of
of the Tripid Nebula?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Sometimes that's dangerous, but
See, what I want to know is what information is the hypno screen in the background actually supposed to convey?
I've often wondered that. I can find no explanation.
Because I can kind of bullshit my way through, the lights and all that shit, but I can't quite figure out what good that possibly can be.
Actually, I just happen to have the
Oh, no.
the bridge blueprints handy. Let me.
Oh, so you know exactly what that screen is? I'd be curious.
Well, I know what it will be labeled.
Well, I mean, yeah. What are they pretending that it's supposed to be?
Listen, get off my ass.
Seriously, I'm a Vulcan, blah blah blah, and I did this 2 minutes and 32 seconds ago.
Well, yes, Desilu couldn't afford anything unhuman at this point.
You leave Desilu out of it. She is a saint. And a cutie pootie.
Okay, according to
Oh, yeah.
what my blueprint page says, that is a
Yeah.
sensor sweep indicator.
I guess maybe it's supposed to indicate the rate of the sweeps? I
I
guess that could be important, maybe?
I guess if it, put me in a trance if I had to do a long shift in front of it, but
Okay, although to be fair, this does sound like a really fun fucking job where, you're working Paramount Studios and Mr. Roddenberry comes up and says, I need bullshit. A lot of bullshit. A whole bridge of bullshit. Just get the whole herd of cows in here and just start shoveling madly onto the wall. Whatever sticks, I don't care. I need it just blinking, flashing, spinning, whatever you want to do. I just need it to do something. I'm going to have a box, and I'm going to have Mr. Leonard Nimoy lean into it and get eye strained by looking at a blue light bulb. It's going to be great. And that's your job. That's your job for a few weeks, building the bridge. Is just, let's just fuck around with this and see what it looks like.
and once again, the Vasquez Rocks north of Los Angeles.
I told you about when I was driving through Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for our audience, when I was driving through Los Angeles, I was actually shocked about how familiar almost everything was when you were on the freeway, because you just look left or right and you're like, oh, that looks familiar. That looks familiar.
You
That
kept
looks
hearing
familiar.
you kept hearing theme songs in your mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that took an afternoon.
Yeah. George Jetson called. He wants his car back.
Holy shit, that is his car.
And that is the best they could do.
Well, it was an expensive show. They have to cut costs. I give them such shit, but really, they had to do something.
Given their situation, I don't know what I could have done to have improved it, but
Really, yeah.
and unfortunately,
Like the guy comes up, throws the hammer down. Well, you fucking do it. Oh, Jesus.
that's Robert Brown, who was a last-minute replacement for the guy who was supposed to be doing this role.
You... Really?
I mean, everyone was ready to
It's-
go, and they suddenly had to replace the guest star. So this was doomed from the start.
Oh, my God. So he didn't have any time to learn his lines.
Not that his lines would have made that much sense.
God damn, hello. Hi. Wait, ladies.
Everyone slow down. It's not that serious. I think she knows that.
Really, sir, yeah. Although, why is it... Damn, so why is the medical officer, science officer, giving a report on engineering?
Be, because in
Okay,
this,
I realize because he didn't really establish the colors yet, but after they did, and you look back at these episodes, you're like, this makes no fucking sense.
yeah, she's an engineer.
How much?
She's the engineer in charge of recharging the dilithium crystals. She should be wearing red.
Although I wonder, okay, so they're fucking around with the episodes. How much? And I'm not a special effects artist, so if any of our audiences and knows, and they can let us know at lostpodcast@titan@gmail.com, how difficult would it be to go back and color correct their uniforms to be...
You're... Ouch. It could be done, but it would be really expensive.
But it's Star Trek. Like, I mean, it would be a selling point. They could come back and say, look, this is Star Trek, and later on we worked out what the colors actually meant, and there are some episodes in the original series where it doesn't make any fucking sense. Here is corrected.
All right, along with special effects artists, I would like some studio accountants to also write in and explain why that would be very cost prohibitive.
Studio accountants? You mean we get our podcast in hell? God, wow. Holy shit. Or unholy shit in this case.
Yeah. Oh, he wants a guess?
So I'm going to fire photon torpedoes at the planet. Yeah. Holy Jesus.
Now that would have made an interesting episode.
What, the mass evacuation?
Yeah. Low photon torpedoes.
No, fuck you, sir. I mean, like, if I'm bait, and I know I'm bait, I think the regulations should allow me to say, well, fuck you, sir. Like, I'll still do it, but, you know.
I feel obligated to deliver my personal opinion.
Yes. Oh, no.
Well, who else are you going to go to?
Oh, no. I know, but...
That beard and mustache is really bothering me.
Like, yeah. Mr. Mudd needs to come in and teach him some grooming habits. He'll do it in exchange for some lovelies that were on the bridge earlier. Magnetic communications satellites?
Well, you did ask for bullshit.
I mean, yeah, but I was hoping for fresh, vibrant bullshit, not stale old cow cookies, you know?
Set those phasers on silicon.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, yes, that's right.
Oh, no.
Listen, they could do the whole pen light over his eyes to give him the Kirk gaze, but it's not working. It only works on Kirk.
I kind of wonder how long it took to put that thing together.
I mean, it looks like some plywood spray painted and a glass bubble. Oh wait, you know what? I'm willing to bet that was probably a prop from another sci-fi show.
I'm not certain, but I do know that the bubble will make another appearance in a.
Oh really?
Yes.
Really?
They
The
salvaged.
bubble has its own IMDb page.
Oh, well, here we go again.
Oh God, I think I vaguely remember this episode. This is shit. Holy
It
damn!
is, yeah.
All right, all right. Let's not be that cruel yet. Mr. Lazarus, has he been in anything else that is good?
Oh, okay.
Is he
you want-
actually a
you
good
want-
actor, or
you
was he
want-
just some schlub they actually pulled off the street?
You want good. This shouldn't take much.
Or you know what? I'll take decent. I'll take decent.
Not just a lot of television work here and there.
So he's a working man actor.
Yeah,
Well, okay, then I'll give him some slack because
he just
You know.
happened to, when the guy they had originally hired to do this role disappeared. He just happened to be the only one close at hand. Roddenberry leans out of his office door. Grab him.
okay, that's fine.
You want a lousy beard?
God, oh Jesus, this no.
Yeah.
Who wrote this shit? Did they write anything good, or is this just shit all around?
This was written by Don Ingalls, who would write A Private Little War for the first for the original series. He wrote a couple of episodes of this or that series. Not. Oh, he wrote for Bonanza, Virginian, Adam 12, Fantasy Island, Half Gun Will Travel.
So this was his only shot at a really good series, and he blew it. Okay, got it.
Well, what's even more tragic is this was directed by Gerd Oswald, who directed several of the better episodes of Outer Limits, including Soldier. On the other hand,
You can only work with so much if you're given shit.
On the other hand, he also wrote He also directed Agent from Harm, which ended up on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Mm-hmm.
And even I will go ahead and say it deserved to be on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
All sections of the galaxy? Holy goddamn shit.
I think we could have done without that. That was just making.
Because this also okay. So now the Romulans are aware, the Klingons
are aware. Everyone is
the
aware.
Borg, like everyone will have this incident catalog because some shit went down.
Yes, because George Jetson's car crashed on an alien planet.
That's right.
The Q Continuum, the Cardassians, everybody.
Well, for what we know right now, he could just be a Q fucking with them. So you know.
That would have improved the story.
They already kind of did it. I didn't. I think the Next Generation had the right ratio. You want to have your Q stories, but maybe once or twice a season, just as a spice, and you don't want to go overboard on it.
Yes. Maybe.
You're imagining, yeah. It's not there anymore.
Really. Well, let's just bring everything to a screeching halt because of that.
See, this is just like phaser him.
And they're just letting him wander around the ship.
Yeah. Oh. Damn.
I can't the episode here.
Like Jesus Christ. All we need now is the lovely from What Are Little Girls Made Of to walk through the door and like Jesus. Okay.
Hey, baby, you look lonely.
They didn't even give him fresh clothes? Look at that shit.
Now, if you or I were on an aircraft carrier, say,
Okay, aircraft carrier, got
do you
it.
think we would be just allowed to roam aimlessly about the ship?
Hell no.
Oh
Like,
no, I'm getting
no.
a Triffid Nebula episode again. Now imagine you're seeing this for the first time. Is any of this crap making sense?
No, not really. I'd be like looking to see what else is on other channels,
Yeah,
to be honest.
maybe I Spy is on.
Or the Flintstones.
Yeah,
I mean, they're a modern Stone Age family.
that's right. Ow! You call yourself a doctor.
So, okay, if he's swapping back and forth, why isn't he confused about where he shifted from?
Good point. You might want a fresh
That
bandage
has like
on
no adhesive on it at all.
Ugh. Well, I think I'll just stand here in the corridor for a moment and sulk.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, did we fix our ticking time bomb element yet with the crystals?
No, that's still ongoing.
It was not there. See, okay, all right, this is bullshit. So McCoy comes up, yeah. But you didn't dismiss Spock.
I know. It's unfair,
Yeah, Kirk owes McCoy an apology. God damn it.
really. A rip.
Get him some new clothes. They do this for everybody. Or I could just phaser you.
Right.
I mean, I really am the efficient captain here. Our episodes last 10 minutes at best. Captain, there's something decloaking in front of us. Open fire. Moving on.
That's right. We can just do a playback of the screen if we need to try and identify them.
No, we identify them by the wreckage. Because wasn't Khan given, like, fresh clothing? Well, then
Yes.
again, he's also Khan, so...
And the Air Force captain who got beamed on board was given a uniform.
That's right. Also, how much radiation is that if it's, visible from space?
And it doesn't show up on any ship's instruments. It's supposedly
Apparently
affecting
not.
the entire galaxy, but and no one happens to be walking by while this is happening.
It's very fucking convenient.
Yeah.
Like, were they just not able to delay a day and maybe have him work on deliveries and maybe not deal with the beard?
Maybe a bit of modification to the script.
Or you know what? Just do the other episodes.
Yeah. I admit I do not know as much about shooting schedules or the importance thereof as I should.
Oh, I just pull shit out of my ass most of the time.
Oh, okay. Hello, we don't just see you standing there behind that wall screen?
She's oblivious. So oblivious.
He says, thank God I'm out of the episode.
No, this is my career launching point. I'm going to sell this. Why wasn't security... Jesus Christ. This is why the salt vampire theory is so possible, because they don't pay any fucking attention at all to anything on the goddamn ship.
They've got screens on the bridge that could look into sickbay and such, but... oh, and they found Lazarus.
And they gave him a shave. They got as tired of that beard as we did.
I think he still has the beard. It just doesn't show up in background shots.
Holy shit, you're right.
Why even bother having that beard?
It's like barely there.
And it's distracting when you get close enough to notice it. Are we so certain? I mean, we've already seen episodes where people can just get on and off the transporter as they feel like it.
Exactly. I wonder if Spock is maybe in on the fact that there is a salt vampire on the ship, but since it's not killing anybody, he's deciding to just leave it be, let it, consume the salt it needs and study it kind of discreetly.
I could see Spock doing that, especially since his blood makes him immune to the salt vampire.
Immune, yeah. And like the salt vampire obviously could absorb the knowledge and information, so it's mimicking being a crew member perfectly well. It's on track for promotion.
Are we sure that's
There's
even
a salt
Spock
vampire
saying
captain. Oh, is that why he's such a dick sometimes?
Yeah. Well, I took a search. Oh, we're just jumping on everyone today, aren't we?
Weapons on what?
Silicon.
Oh wait, what if we borrow the mind sifter from the Klingons?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'd hand over one. Do a trade. We'll give you a mind sifter if you give us some of those women that have recently appeared on the ship.
Oh wait a minute, here's a simple solution. Why didn't I think of this before? What if the mind sifter is actually a lie? What if it's okay? They basically take the prisoner in and it's like, ha, we're going to use the mind sifter on you, but first we have to break you down and torture you and all that crap to make you malleable, blah 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 blah. Okay, so you do all of that, and the person has a really bad time, and the drugs make it so they don't really remember what happened, except that it really hurt. So then after that, the Klingons are like, "Ha ha, you fool! You have told us everything." Da 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 da. And with that, they then use more sneaky techniques to get them to admit what they feel they've already uh, uh, let go because of the torture. And also, every time that happens, I feel it's a newspaper about to come
Me,
up.
yeah. I'll keep waiting to see the headline. Fresh script coming any time now. Have hope.
Star Trek's plot lost. No one understands. Oh no.
Oh, and not wanting to totally ignore your extensive theory back there, but that sounds a little
Yeah.
complex for Klingons.
Well, Klingons of the Next Generation in the movie era, but this is the sneaky Klingons.
Oh, okay, the sneaky Klingons.
That's right.
Instead of the Klingons of the Next Generation, they have honor but no sneakiness.
Exactly. See, oh, that would have been cool. Like a Black Ops Klingon squad. Sometimes for the Empire, you have to sacrifice your honor.
Ooh.
Yes, you can see this happening. It's the House with no name. They are basically the ninjas of the Klingon Empire. And of course, no one believes they actually exist because what Klingon would actually do anything without bringing honor to their name and all that such? But no, their ancestor made the noble sacrifice to Kahless, I guess, defeating the enemies covertly that, if brought up to open war, would have destroyed Kahless's empire. So it had to be done for the greater glory of the empire. But like Worf's house, it was better that they be forgotten than risk damaging, because they've already established they're willing to do that.
Larsa and Bator would have been. In fact, the whole
They're
house,
too,
the whole house of Duras would have been willing
but
to
they were too self-centered. Like they're willing to do the sneakiness, but I'm talking about like the sneakiness in service of the empire.
So you need altruistic sneakiness.
Exactly.
In other words, you need the Batman.
Yeah, that yeah. Like maybe this house is something known not to the council but to the not the emperor. What are they called? Like the head of the high council? Is it just the head of the high council? That person.
Chancellor.
The chancellor. That's right. It's like once you become chancellor, you are allowed to enter in to this one chamber that has all these cool weapons and relics and fighting techniques and blah blah blah. But it also has like a scroll of information that says, "Oh, and by the way, there are enemies of the empire that sometimes cannot be defeated and should not be defeated in open combat because there is no honor in losing the empire to a foe like this. And if ever that comes, you can contact the nameless house through this method and give them their target and information, and they will take care of it."
You mean sort of like when Harry Truman became president after Roosevelt's death, and shortly after he was sworn in, I forget the name of the general, but this high-ranking general came in and quietly informed Truman of the Manhattan Project.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because there would have to be at least some support staff or some, so they would know. But they're loyal to the High Chancellor. This is how exciting this episode is, ladies
I
and
know. I was
gentlemen.
just about
when
to
I'm
mention.
just when I'm just bullshitting about what a cool concept that would be.
We're talking about everything but this episode.
Like, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, do you no longer care which Lazarus we're dealing with here?
Not really, no.
No.
I really don't even care about the universe at this point.
Oh,
That's launched another 1,000 flash fix.
I would have leaned across that bed and punched Kirk in the nose for saying that. And why did we just pause?
He's got to get his screen time.
It was in his contract. His agent made special negotiations.
I mean, sometimes you need screen time, just screen time. Like Sulu, he's been missing out.
I know, and it's something I never noticed until you and I started doing this and watching the episodes consecutively.
Yeah. But anyway, who would expect sneaky ninja Klingons? Like the Romulans wouldn't even know. The Cardassian Obsidian Order wouldn't be aware of them because, like, the Klingons as a whole are pretty much unaware of them, and they don't leave any witnesses.
That's right. Oh, now we ask.
Also, you're asking Spock. If something was amiss, he would immediately just double check everything is in order anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, outside.
You mean outside the ship? Someone could stick their head out a porthole and look around? And this is a starship captain in the 22nd century. You would think he would at least have a working familiarity with this concept. But the audience in the 1960s are scratching their heads and saying, what is this crap?
And there's the light.
Yeah.
Speaking of something being in someone's contract.
I would have gone with the light bulb suddenly going on over his head.
Oh, they're in, if they could be in the med bay, or maybe like some lights on the wall, have it light up over his head when that comes to that realization.
This is why we're not getting phone calls from Hollywood asking us to come west and, well, hey, you're actually still there.
Listen, hold on a fucking minute. We just came up with fucking gold with ninja fucking Klingons that would it would do way better than fucking Picard.
Okay, remember Paramount and or Disney or whatever, our email address is lostpodcastoftitan
At gmail.com. Give me $100 million, I'll give you $100 billion in merchandising, okay?
In concepts.
And concepts, yes. Although this one, okay, so part of the reason why I feel the new Trek is not quite as good as the old Trek is that they're forgetting the concept that this is supposed to be exploration of new civilizations and such like that. But I feel this would work because it's not focusing on the Federation. It would be focusing on the Klingons, who don't really give a shit about your culture.
I think you would find a Klingon-centered Trek series well received by the audience.
Yeah, I feel this. Okay, I feel the Klingon series would do well if they did it. The Romulan series would do well if they did it. I feel the Cardassians would be more of a niche.
Yes.
Like, I don't quite. Maybe if the first two do really well, and there's a market, maybe we could spin off a Cardassian one.
Oh, yeah.
And the Ferengi, I would want to do as maybe a once a year special.
Or at least have a Ferengi-centered movie.
I don't see it as a movie. I really see it as once a year, maybe a good hour and a half, just a nice, amusing tale of Ferengi being Ferengi, making a deal, getting scared, trying to entrap people, etc., etc.
You've seen the movie Wall Street with Michael Douglas.
Yeah, greed is good. Yeah.
Yeah, a similar plot like that rewritten for the Ferengi. Huh, wonder what's going on with this episode.
Something about annihilation. I don't really care. So anyway, about this Ferengi movie.
Oh dear.
This is not a good episode. Oh
No,
my
it is not.
god. It's like barely even decent TV.
Oh look.
I swear to Christ, if he can just pull that open, I swear, I work. Oh my God, no, oh my God, no. And he's just no. What do you no? Oh God, no. Are you shitting me? Like I work with this shit. This would never happen.
For one thing, doesn't it violate a lot of safety regulations?
Yes, and like usually that shit is locked up, and to even get the key, you have to get another key to get to the place that has the key. Oh, that's not good. But anyway, yeah, so Gordon Gekko. but I mean, we could do some serious, financial commentary of, stuff that's bothering us today, like wealth inequality, the 2008 housing crisis, that sort of thing. We could try and do the Star Trek idea of, explaining that, but do it in a matter of the Ferengi. Putting a nice comedic spin on it, make it accessible, that sort of thing.
Ferengi, the basis of Ferengi philosophy is acquisition at any cost. Would you agree with that?
Not at any cost. It has to be at a profit.
Well, I mean, profit is the acquisition of material. Say if
No,
I was
not necessarily. The acquisition of material, you could acquire a rock at the cost of the entirety of your family's life. Is that a profit?
Okay, I see your point, but oh my God, see what I said about people just wandering into transporter rooms? Does he actually know how to operate a transporter?
I know, but fuck it. So anyway,
but going back, let's say that I'm a Ferengi.
Right, yes.
And I suddenly stumbled upon this fantastic plan, which would allow me to break into I don't know what they call the Central Ferengi Bank or something like that, and just clean out all the latinum.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be...
So, oh wait, are you talking about a Ferengi Ocean's 11?
So, well, hopefully a better film than that. Top Cappy or, like a Ferengi heist film.
I liked Ocean's 11.
Well, so did I. But I just thought there were better heist films.
Okay. Some better heist films.
Top Cappy.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you should. It's a great one.
Now I'm curious. Let me see some good bank heist films. Hold on. Bank heist films. Okay. What do we got? Here we go. Cutthroats. American Animals. American Animals. They could do that. King of Thieves. If they really wanted to be really silly, they could do Fast and the Furious with Ferengi. Like a Fast and the Furious kind of thing.
True. Heist film. But no,
Oh, wait, no. A Ferengi Reservoir Dogs.
Ooh, I don't see Ferengis being that... Well, I guess I could see Ferengis being that vicious. But no, I want to go back a bit and just correct myself on the Ocean's 11. Are you talking about the original Rat Pack version or the Soderbergh versions?
The one with George Clooney and...
The Soderbergh version.
Liked... Yeah, see, I liked the Ocean's movies, but they're popcorn for me at best. I don't see them being the end-all, be-all that some people seem to think that the Ocean's movies are.
Yeah, but I liked them. It got to the point where I cared less about the actual heist and more about the relationship between the characters.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you've got like the Sting, the Thomas Crown affair, the Usual Suspects, uh, the Italian Job, Heist, Heat.
Oh damn! Oh shit! The Usual Suspect. So what if, like in the movie, the Ferengi is playing the part of the Ferengi how we like that could be the first movie. He's playing the part of the Ferengi as we normally expect the Ferengi. You know, very, very smarmy, very profit driven, kind of a joke character, not that serious, and all that shit. And his crew is like humans, Klingons, Romulans, like all that shit. And the movie spoiler for The Usual Suspects. The movie ends, and the Ferengi is let go as and as he's going, his demeanor actually changes from the conniving, sniveling Ferengi. He just sort of straightens up, gets a very cold, vicious look in his eye, gets a really scary motherfucker. Uh, as it flashes back to the detective who realizes that actually the Ferengi was the one in charge the entire time.
Yes. Oh, these guys are still talking. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're watching Star Trek. Huh.
This is Star Trek: The Original Series, The Alternative Factor. And
Are we still talking about Lazarus?
Yeah, and we're
Is he still doing? How's Lazarus doing?
and we're providing the alternative track.
To be honest, I think our audience might have more entertainment listening to us than this episode. Just oh my god.
I don't think we could do worse.
This is true. That would be a cool exercise. Maybe we should come up with a better alternative universe doppelganger plot than this bullshit. Oh wait, they already did.
Yeah,
it was called
the mirror.
Oh well then, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. This is why you tuned in.
I mean, the only episodes of Enterprise that I've sat through was the two-parter that took place in the mirror universe.
Wait, sat through what?
The Enterprise series.
What Enterprise series?
With Scott Bakula. The
Quantum Leap guy?
Yeah. Who played the captain of the, quote, first Enterprise. It's not a...
That's weird. I thought they stopped Star Trek after Voyager.
Well, technically they did.
Are you sure this wasn't a YouTube fan film series?
It may have been.
It
may have been a YouTube fan film series.
Because what dumbass would put Scott Bakula as a captain? No one could take that seriously.
True, but they did a two-part episode which took place in the mirror universe. It was sort of a sequel, as a matter of fact, to the Tholian Web, and it got rave reviews just up and down the aisle. And that is the only episode, or episodes actually, of Enterprise I would recommend.
Mm.
They even changed the opening credits, showing, a much more vicious human race.
Well, there's another series we could do. We could do just a mirror universe Star Trek. They're trying to do that with some of the new fan films they're coming out with on Amazon Prime, but and CBS All Access. But we could just lean into it. I mean, if the Federation is going to be evil, just let it be evil.
I mean, they explored it to some depth in Deep Space Nine.
Exactly, but we could have a whole series of shit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, no. In Deep Space Nine, they had it where the Federation somehow, for whatever reason, was changed by Spock because Kirk made a speech.
And that's a dilithium crystal, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. And that's once
That's
again
a newspaper.
in the
Clark
Nebula.
Kent, big scoop on Superman. Daily Planet exclusive. Lois Lane helping.
Yeah, helping a great deal. As I've understood the premise, what of it there is in this episode, one of the Lazaruses is from an antimatter universe. So they really should not be embracing or even coming into contact with him.
Nope, they shouldn't. But you have a clear shot. Just shoot him.
He's trying to get it.
Shoot him.
He's trying to force him into the Jetson mobile
Or you could stun him.
and throw him into the Jetson mobile. Yeah.
Exactly.
And they all had phasers. They couldn't destroy that ship from where they were.
Best to do it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
That's true. And if anything, this episode is known for the first incident of the Enterprise bombarding a planet from orbit.
As it should. Solves all the problems.
I think that's the oldest navigator I've ever seen.
What if Sulu? What if whatever happened to the guest star in Sulu? Like, what if they were both sick? Was there a flu going around at the time or something?
Such a drama.
So now you've doomed the other universe because there's a positive Lazarus in that universe. Da-da, it's
Well,
Kirk. He's fucking shit up as he goes.
Well, I think the premise was by destroying the Jetson mobile on this planet, Lazarus, the other Lazarus, did the same to the antimatter Jetson mobile. So they're both Lazarus are locked in that one corridor, or that one space between the universes.
Well, that can't be healthy.
No, it can't.
So what if the Q like stumble upon them and go like, "What are these two people doing here?"
Snaps his fingers and puts them back, each one back in their own universe.
No. The wrong universe, because they don't really care that much. I mean, what's the loss of one universe to a Q?
Okay, good point. And now I feel very insignificant. Which is as good a sensation to experience, I guess, having watched this episode again.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be the writer of this episode.
That's true.
And that was the alternative factor, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Papa, what did you think of this episode?
I'm really trying to curb my profanity, but this gets a flat F.
Well, we're a mature podcast, so fuck it.
Okay. It gets
This episode was dog shit.
It sucks pond bottom.
There we go. But I really liked our conversation of like what other kind of series we could have. It almost could have been a standalone episode of you and me just shooting this shit. Like what other kind of Star Trek series we could come up with. Like what are some of the central themes and plot lines we could have in our Ninja Klingon series or the like I could see our Romulan series being kind of like Rome. Maybe
Yes.
maybe it's before or during the war with the Federation. So you have the nascent deep space travel, the politics,
Sort of-
meeting new.
Sort of a Romulan version of I, Claudius or the HBO Rome miniseries.
Oh, that would be so cool.
We could really have they would really have fun building up the Romulan culture.
Exactly, because they've done it several times, and they've already leaned into them being kind of Romanish, imperialistic. We don't have to worry about being completely accurate to the historical context of Rome. We can have fun with it. We can probably create some new characters because I don't think there are any named Romulans that are well known from that time period. So we don't really have to worry that much about canon. They haven't had their face to face with the Federation yet. It's radio contact war.
Yes.
But most of it would probably just be in the Empire doing, Empire things. So
all the backstabbing and such.
Well, I guess it's if that's the bottom of the barrel, really, and I think that might have been.
We've got nowhere to go but up. Even Spock's brain in the third season wouldn't be this bad, and that's saying a lot.
Yep. And the next Star Trek episode that we will watch is The City on the Edge of Forever.
Wow, there's a
and
jump.
Yep, and I say the next Star Trek episode because we might do a movie between then and now, but we'll let you all know. You'll see the episode title when our podcast refreshes.
Yes, we need to mentally gargle and get the taste of this out of our heads.
Yes. So we'll think of something. But on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen, and join us again next time.
And take care and behave.